Good morning, everybody, and happy summer. A couple years ago, actually maybe 10, 20 years ago, I heard or read someone say or write that happiness is something that happens ahead of time. And I'm really glad that that stuck with me. It's something I've thought a lot about over the years. And so what does that mean? I think it means for me that there's a way to realize that your happiness is not based upon events, that perhaps events are based upon your happiness. It takes a while to figure that out, but it certainly makes life a lot easier when you do. And I really think the opposite is true. Is fear causing coronavirus, or is coronavirus causing the fear? Certainly, we're being told to fear coronavirus, and I respect that and I understand it. And yet, I think there's a way to build up a lack of fear through our ability to control the events. Are the circumstances controlling you, or are we controlling our circumstances? And with something as pervasive and media message driven as coronavirus, it's more challenging than ever. So I think it's really important to think about what we can do as a community, as a nation, as a world, to prepare ourselves for the lack of fear. There are things that this coronavirus is teaching us. There are lessons to be learned, and there are benefits to be had. For me, the benefits and the lessons are certainly to have slowed down, to have gotten away from the office, to have spent a lot more time by myself, and therefore really having the freedom and the privilege and the honor to work inside and stop worrying and thinking about what's next, planning a trip, planning on going to a ball game, planning on going to a concert, planning on going to a gathering. When that became forbidden, for lack of a better term, what's the alternative? The alternative is to work inside. The alternative is to think about what you have already in your life, and perhaps to work on what you have in your life, which we all have miracles within us. We all have greatness. We all have awareness. We all have inner strength. So that's been a big part of the lesson for me, is to stop thinking about what's next and to be more focused on the now, because all we have is the now. And the other lesson for me really is about our immunity system and our ability to overcome the virus if in fact we get it. If in fact we've been exposed, if we get exposed. I'm not so sure how scientific all this testing is. It seems to me as if the more we know or think we know about coronavirus, the less we know about it. So I think, again, the alternative is to take care of ourselves, not just mindfully, but physically. And this has been a great opportunity for me to do more yoga. It's been a great opportunity for me to do more walking. It's been a great opportunity for me to establish a daily meditation practice. Things I did irregularly, things I kind of squeezed into my schedule that now I've realized was a mistake to be squeezing it in. That should be the priority, whether it's the coronavirus era or whether it's the next era. Because those are the things that embolden me, those are the things that awaken me, those are the things that make us all feel better about ourselves and our lives. And most importantly, give us control over what's next, without worrying about or contemplating what's next, because we're happier in the now. So it really does come back to being able to control the environment that we're in every day, to have some sense of control of it, if nothing else, because realistically, we are bombarded by all kinds of messages unless we do an incredibly consistent job of warding that off. But I do think it's important to stay within, to not worry about other people's expectations, to not worry so much about all the media messaging, to take more control of our own lives. And in that way, what I have found is that we probably, as a company, the Pinnacle Source, have had a lot less activity, clearly. We've had less quantity, but we've had more quality. And we've experienced, frankly, the joy of less is more, because I think we're happier, we're more content with what we have, we're more focused, we're here to be of service to everybody. And I hope that we can take that message going forth into the second half of the year, to just be the best version of ourselves we possibly can, and to enjoy each moment, to enjoy our families, to enjoy the health that we do have, to be grateful. And I thank you very much for listening.